What's up guys, Zora here with more Dripz. As usual, all links gonna be in description, but follow them at your own risk. In this episode we're gonna do things a bit differently. There's gonna be basically two parts. In the first part of the video we're gonna take a look at some campaigns and mints, and then the second part, which is gonna be short, we're gonna take a look at some dApps where you can apply for the waitlist to potentially get the early access. And we're gonna start with the Thirdweb NFT mint. I think it's the first actually for this application. You need to do a simple quest and then you'll be able to mint the NFT on Optimism. This is a well-known application with a good funding and without a token, so you know. We already used Thirdweb several times. Okay, first of all, we're switching to Optimism Girly. Then we need to get some ETH on Optimism Girly, and you can either use the faucet here. In order to get a small amount here, you need to log in with the GitHub. Alternatively, you can just bridge some Girly ETH from Girly to Optimism, for example. I'll just go ahead and bridge 0.1 on Pheasant network. I recommend either using Pheasant or using Orbiter for testnet bridges. For me, usually both work fine. And in about a minute, my ETH arrived and I can carry on. As you can see, Quest automatically detected my fund and skipped the get funds part. And now we need to deploy smart contract on Optimism Girly through the Thirdweb. Here we're gonna select token, gonna leave all of these settings at default and just gonna deploy. Here we specify a name, symbol, primary recipient, and make sure that here it says Optimism Girly testnet. Okay. As you can see, gas is pretty low, so even 0.05 is gonna be enough. First one went through, now the second one is gasless. It's just signing. Okay, so now our token is deployed. We don't need to mint that, we only need to deploy the smart contract. Now we go back and we can mint our NFT on Optimism mainnet. I have very low amount of ETH here. But for mint, it's gonna be enough. I need to bridge some. Awesome, it's been completed. And we got this NFT. Next we got new campaign from Tabi. This one is collaboration with the Pop app. First of all, you can share the pool of 100k PPT tokens. Here are pure social tasks. However, in requirements here it states that if you want to participate in the airdrop of these tokens, you need to download the app. I don't know if wallet is connected there or not. I personally don't care about this app. I only care about Tabi OAT and 100 points. Because 100 points is a lot for Tabi. And also mint is on Polygon, so it's like 1 cent. And from Tabi we move on to Polyhydra, zkBridge, in collaboration with the SecondLive that I also covered in the previous video about 6 dApps that can potentially airdrop. They are launching this event where you can mint 4 NFTs, and the way it works, you have to A, mint them one by one, and B, you mint all of those on BNB chain, and then they're gonna be sent to different chains. So we're minting that one. Don't forget to change the gas settings. If you don't know how, watch the video about cutting gas costs on BNB. Once you mint it on BNB, you can collect on OP BNB, for example. Okay, so again, keep in mind that every mint here is on BNB. So don't forget to change the gas. We're like paying a little bit for the testnets because you're effectively minting and then you transfer them to the testnet where you pay with the testnet tokens effectively. In this case, in the case of Arbitrum, you do pay quite substantial amount for bridging this NFT. So in this case, I'm paying only 10 cents for the mint itself, and then I'm paying like extra 1.5 bucks for bridging. But in my case, I want to have all these for NFTs. Okay, we're done with this one. For now, we're gonna move to yet another mint that I find useful. This one is Masa. Okay. So you know how they got a bunch of SBTs in collaborations, but now they got their own SBT, Soul Circle. And I think it's a good idea to mint this one. Here you just need to follow Masa on Twitter, join the Discord. This one is also on BNB, like 4 cents. Alright, moving on to the next campaign that is also on Galaxy. This is for the DappGate. So campaign on Galaxy itself is purely social, and this is to get the role for early adopters. It doesn't look like it's actually getting you the role on the Galaxy itself. But if we go to the Discord, it's the Guardian role, and there's also a link to the OpenSea to this very NFT collection. So that should be the one. The only drawback here is that it's on Arbitrum, so mint is a bit more expensive. Also, it's pretty time sensitive. It's gonna end on 11th of August. Also, as an extra step for this DApp, you can interact with the DApp itself. This is basically another bridging application built on layer 0, where you can transfer NFTs similar to like L2 Marathon, Merkley. Obviously that's entirely up to you. And we're gonna move on to the next mint. This is on the Mint.Fun, a well-known website. And the NFT is Nansen 2 Early Access. We also talked about Nansen in the same video about 6 applications. Currently waitlist for Nansen 2 version is going on, so I don't know if this NFT is in any way connected. I will go ahead and mint this one if I'll have enough. For the gas, I think it's also on Optimism. Wait, why it's connecting me on base? It's supposed to be on Optimism. Oh, now it's switching to Optimism. Maybe it was a different tab. Yeah, the mint is super cheap. Also, if you're doing anything with the Mint.Fun, you're getting some points. I personally started minting on Mint.Fun, but then I forgot about it completely. And as far as I understand, there's gonna be like a fun drop. Okay, and last mint for this episode is gonna be on Zora. Again, I think this one is completely optional. Only if you're hunting for the Zora airdrop and Zerion, because it's from Zerion. And it's also, I believe, on Optimism. Unlike on Mint.Fun, you paying a small minting fee here. And the last campaign I'm gonna cover here is from the EchoDex. This is only for people who are farming for the EchoDex airdrop on Linea, who doing the airdrop campaign. This one is on chain. It gives a lot of points if you believe that these points also gonna be somehow converted into the points and then into the token. Basically, you just need to do a swap and then provide some liquidity for the version 3. I believe concentrated liquidity, but they also announced on Discord that for providing liquidity in version 3 pools, you're gonna get twice as much points for the airdrop. Okay, now we're gonna move on to the second part. This is gonna be mainly waitlist. First application is Litentry. This is decentralized ID aggregator. First of all, we're gonna join the Discord, and in the channel IDH EVM early bird, you can input the command and then get the role. As you can see, after you join the Discord, the bot actually helps you with the command. So you click this and then you input your wallet address and send. Congratulations, we have been assigned the early bird. So that's the first part, and the second part, you can apply for the waitlist. For the application, you just need to fill this form. Just on the website, you click get early access and you fill this form and you send it. That's it. Second form is gonna be for zkPass. They recently raised 2.5 mil seed round, and now we can apply for their pre-alpha testnet through the simple form as well. More information you can find on their socials, and we're moving on to Fnacy or Nacy, I don't know what's the correct pronunciation. If I remember correctly, this is an NFT marketplace on Linea. Again, you just fill the form. However, optionally, you can mint early supporter badge. There's currently 1.5k spots left. Yeah, this is also on Optimism. So bunch of Optimism mints today. Next waitlist is from Firepot. This is DeFi application. The main selling point is that it's gonna be easy to use. Again, there is a button here. Once you come to this page, feel free to join their socials and fill the form if you want to apply for early access. And the last application on the list with currently ongoing waitlist is Ostium. This is a trading app that should allow trading real-world assets on-chain. It says launching soon on Arbitrum, and we can also join the waitlist via similar form. So a lot of campaigns, mints, waitlists, and this episode, pick and choose what you want to interact with and where you want to spend your time, obviously. In the meantime, thank you for watching. If you found it helpful, be sure to like and subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you next time.